You are scrolling on your phone when a breaking alert pops up. NASA warns that a massive asteroid named 2024 YR4 could slam into the moon in 2032. In this video, you are going to discover why scientists are even considering using nuclear weapons in space to stop it. You will learn what is at stake, how this plan would work, and why it could affect your life here on Earth. Right now, the asteroid has a 4.3% chance of colliding with the moon. That may sound small to you, but the consequences could be enormous. NASA and top research labs in the United States have concluded that traditional deflection methods are too risky. If they try and miss, the asteroid could end up heading toward Earth instead of away from the moon. Can you imagine that? The shocking proposal on the table is called the nuclear option. Scientists believe that detonating a 1 megaton nuclear device above the asteroid's surface could break it into pieces no larger than 10 meters. That is 5 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. For you, this means humanity is considering a plan that has never been tested in real life. But here's the catch. The launch window for such a mission would be between 2029 and 2031. That gives NASA only about 3 years to design, build, and launch a spacecraft for one of the most complex missions in history. Think about it. Has science ever moved that fast without mistakes? Do you think they can really pull this off in time? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. The risks are not only about missing the asteroid. Even if 2024 YR4 only hits the moon, simulations show that it could eject up to 100,000 tons of lunar debris into space. If the impact occurs on the side facing Earth, as much as 10% of that debris could be pulled toward our planet. That means thousands of tiny projectiles could strike satellites or even space stations where astronauts live. To put this in perspective for you, NASA says a piece of rock just 1 centimeter across, traveling at tens of thousands of meters per second, would act like a bullet. One impact like that could destroy an entire satellite. With more spacecraft expected in orbit by 2032, the economic and safety risks are massive. So the question is, are you comfortable with NASA gambling on this nuclear plan? The debate does not end with science. There are serious political and legal challenges. International treaties like the Outer Space Treaty of 1967 and the Partial Test Ban Treaty of 1963 forbid the use of nuclear weapons in space. The only way around this would be approval from the United Nations Security Council. But would world leaders really agree on such a dangerous mission? Legal experts argue that this situation is different. The nuclear devices would not be weapons of war, but tools of planetary defense. Even so, the idea of detonating a nuclear device in space raises enormous fears. For you and for your children, this is not just a question of science. It is about who controls decisions that could alter the fate of our planet. So what will happen next? By 2028, when the asteroid makes its next close approach to Earth, scientists will have better data to calculate its path. If the risk remains at even 4.3%, the world may have no choice but to prepare for intervention. And you will be living in a world where humanity is testing nuclear weapons in space for the first time. Before we end, I want to ask you something. Could this mission be humanity's greatest act of protection, or could it be the first step toward a global catastrophe? Could losing control of nuclear technology in space one day mean the end of humanity itself? Tell me what you think in the comments. And remember to hit the like button, because it helps YouTube to share this video with more people like you who care about science and technology. For more content like this, remember to subscribe so that intelligent people like you never miss the most important discoveries shaping our future.